Hey geeks and gamers, and welcome to a video with a very clickbaity title. You know, I thought it was funny. Sonic Racing Crossworlds comes out tomorrow, or today? I don't remember. And I have been playing the early access. I think it's tomorrow. But I've been playing the early access. I've played about 8 hours so far. I've been loving it. And what I found would be funny was like every video on YouTube is titled like Sega beat Nintendo or Sonic Racing Crossworlds beat Mario Kart World or something. And then I've seen some in response that are like, they're like, no, Sega didn't win, Nintendo. It seriously, it feels like we're like back on the playground. Kind of very funny. And today I'm not really here to talk about that. I haven't played Mario Kart World. I don't have a Switch 2. I haven't bought into Nintendo's bullshit yet. Though that may be on the horizon. Man, I really want to play that Kirby racing game. But I'm here to talk about my time with Sonic Racing Crossworlds so far. As you may know, I'm a huge Sega fan. Love Sega. I have been a big Sega fan since I could walk and talk and eat and poop. I love Sega so much. So, of course, I've played, you know, damn near every single Sonic game, including the racing titles. And my favorite of the racing games that I've played was definitely Sonic and Sega Racing Transformed, which I like all three of the games that Sumo Digital made, even if the last game, Team Sonic Racing, I thought was a little bit underwhelming. I have liked those games a lot. So whenever Crossworlds was announced, and it was announced not to be made by Sumo Digital, it was going to be made by Sonic Team, I was a little worried. I do trust the current Sonic Team because I really did like Frontiers, and I thought Sonic X Shadow Generations, the Shadow content, I thought was done really well. So I do trust them. They have been on a good roll, but I didn't know how they would handle a racing game. I don't think they've done a racing game probably since one of the Riders games. So I did pre-order it. I got all the DLC and all the extra stuff and the pre-order bonuses and all that jazz, and I am excited to see where things go. But I'm just going to talk about my experience so far. Something that I like about this game a lot is the fact that this is a kart racer akin to Mario Kart, but there's so much more to it. I would almost describe this as an arcade racer because it feels very hectic and fast and a lot is happening at once. It feels like something you would play in the arcade, which is a compliment because I love that style of racing game. You're seeing here I am playing the Secret Grand Prix Cup as Zaz from Sonic Lost World. My favorite Sonic character is actually Metal Sonic, who I played as for a little bit, and then I went online and I realized that nobody was playing as Zaz, so I decided it would be funny if I became a Zaz main. So if you ever play this game online and you come across Zaz, it might be me. You may want to check. And that's something you could do because I am playing this on Steam, but this game does have crossplay, so that's pretty fucking cool. So, I've been playing this game, and I like the arcadey nature. I love kart racers. The last kart racer I really dug my teeth into was Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled. Just to give you a perspective, my most played game on my Nintendo Switch is Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled. I played a shit ton of that game, endless, and I have a tendency whenever I pick up a kart racer and really get into it to just kind of binge it, and that's all I play for a while. And I suspect this is going to happen with this one. There are some other releases coming out around this time, like Pac-Man, and I just got Hot Shots Golf. Silent Hill F comes out tomorrow, or I think, and that one I have pre-ordered. And there's a few other games like Hotel Barcelona, which is a Suda 51 game, is coming out, and I want to play that. You know, and Digimon, Time Strangers is coming out. So there are other games that you want to play, but like this game I decided to pick up because of its replayability, and the fact that like you can basically play a kart racer endlessly, and luckily this game delivers because it has a lot of content. Now if you're here to like find a review of the game, I'm just going to tell you right now, I love this game. Go ahead and buy it if you're a fan of kart racers. But if you're looking for like an in-depth review, you may want to look somewhere else. This is more of a discussion. But I really like the Grand Prix system in this game. Most games I find just earning the trophies through all the Grand Prix to be kind of boring. Like Mario Kart does that. And I'm like, why the fuck would I care? But this game has a rival system where whenever you start racing, they give you a certain rival that you need to beat. And if I beat 23 rivals, I actually unlock Supersonic. So I'm still working on that. I think I just got to like 11 or something with this playthrough you're seeing right here. So that's kept me going through all the Grand Prix and all the different speeds. Also, there's Race Park, which is pretty cool. It's kind of like a party game type area where you race, but with different objectives and teams and stuff. And like one's a 12-player race, and then there's teams races where you're like 4 against 4, 6 against 6, where you want to like collect the most rings, or like tap the most enemies, or use the most projectiles on enemies, or there's like different cool things to like mix it up, which I thought was interesting. I haven't seen a lot of kart racers try to have that sort of variety when it comes to just standard racing. And then there's the online mode, which I have dabbled. I've played a few races so far, and I plan to play more. And it does have a ranking system, and so far the online has worked really well. I'm pretty happy with it. And those are the main modes you're going to get. But within that, there's a lot of characters and a lot of customization. You can customize your cart and your hoverboard. I like using the hoverboards from, the Extreme Gear from Sonic Riders. But you can customize all your vehicles. You can customize the way they look and the way they play and stuff. It's so cool. And you earn... you can earn vehicle stuff through the race park as well. So that's kept me going. And I love the sense of progression this game has so far. And I've played about 8 hours, and I'm still going. So that's good. That's good. A few notes for Sega. If you're listening, Mr. Sega, I know you watch my videos. I miss the career mode that Transformed and also Team Sonic Racing, but more so Transformed had. I thought the career mode in Transformed was done extremely well. So that's something that I would love to see them bring back at some point. I also like the missions that were in all of the previous games, all the Sumo Digital games, which is what this game is trying to replicate. I kind of miss the mission modes, so Sega, please give me missions. I understand a campaign may be asking too much, but I would love a mission mode for this game. With 50 or something missions, who knows? That would be a great addition, please. And yeah, they've carried stuff over from the Sumo Digital games. They brought back the transforming ability from Transformed, so you can race on land and also in the air and also in the sea. It's a little different this time with the planes and the boats because they don't last a full lap like they used to. They're just kind of like scripted sections, but it's still very fun whenever it happens. And the big thing for this game is the Crossworld rings, where mid-race you'll go to another area. I think it's really cool, and it really switches up the gameplay and keeps things fresh. I love the way that, like, if the player in first for the first lap gets to choose either one certain track or a random track to go to. It adds a nice amount of variety to the game that I really like. And again, it keeps the game fresh because you never know. You may be racing through Metal Harbor from Sonic Adventure 2, go through a ring, and then, you're at Galactic Parade from Sonic Colors. And I like that aspect as well. I love the fan service in this game. Something that I liked about Frontiers is that apparently everything is canon now, which is awesome. Because if you're a fucking Tylenol baby like me, you've played every single Sonic game and you know the lore in and out. And yeah, I love the fact that they're not afraid to reference different things. There's tracks from Unleashed, from Adventure 2, from Colors, from Lost World, from Frontiers. There's tracks from all throughout the series. So I really like that, and the character selection is a good variety. I do hope that Sega... I know they're going to be adding those crossover characters, which are cool. And they're going to be adding more Sega characters, which are cool. But I do hope they add more of the Sonic cast that have been forgotten. Like, I would love to see Infinite. I would love to see Elise, Princess Elise, the human woman the Sonic kissed that one time. I would love to see Shara from Secret Rings. They're just a trip from Superstars. That game just happened, and they've already forgotten about that character. I would like to see these characters brought into this game. That's one aspect that I really loved about Crash Team Racing Natural Field, is that they were not afraid to dig deep and reference characters from the most obscure parts of that franchise. And that's sort of what I want to see here. I want to see more obscure Sonic characters referenced and brought in as racers. That would be a really nice treat. And I hope they say that they want continued support for this game, which is great. I did buy the season pass. I hope that's true. I hope this game does really well. I know it's been getting like 9s and 8s and 9s, and that's fantastic for a Sonic game. I hope Sega and Sonic Team stick to that, and I hope they do deliver. Because I could see this game having a pretty long lifetime if they're able to do that. The interest is there, I think. People are looking for a kart racer that's not Mario Kart World because they didn't buy a Switch 2. And I think this fills that void nicely. So, yeah, Sonic Racing Crossworlds is great. I've been loving it so far. So, again, I fully recommend it. If you've been afraid to spend I think it's $70 or whatever it is because games are stupidly expensive now. Whatever it was, I would recommend getting this game. Maybe if you don't care about some of the bonus stuff, don't worry about the deluxe version. You do get the season pass. They are adding like Pac-Man and Minecraft and SpongeBob and stuff. So if you want all that stuff, you can. But the Sega characters that they're adding post-game, you get for free. So that's, if you're purely a Sega fan, hey, you can just get the base game, and I think you'd be thriving. There's a good amount of tracks, good amount of variety in the gameplay and the different modes. And this could keep you busy. I haven't even tried local multiplayer yet. I've been playing it the last 2 days by myself, just kind of cooped up in my house. So, yeah, I'm excited to get to play local multiplayer. Yeah, let me know in the comments what you thought, or what you think, or if you want to pick up Sonic Racing Crossworlds. Bye.